Hello friends, today we start the unit number 3, product development processes. Okay, now in that we discuss the product life cycles of a given products. The product may be existing or product may be a new product. Okay, so first we discuss the why product life cycle goes, or why we study the product life cycles. Okay, the first is to PLC or product life cycles determines the revenue earned. Use the idea about this revenue from the given products. Then second is to contribute the strategic marketing planning. Is a very good tools for the marketing planning of a given products. Okay, and third is to help the firms to identify when product needs supports. Okay, the product when the product needs supports, redesigns or withdrawals. With this curves or this product life cycles activity show where is the given product or our available product requires supports in the markets, or when we start with the redesigning of a given product, and if necessary to withdraw from the market. This is the idea from these product life cycles. What is the next is the helps in planning for the new product development. These are the some of the causes or some of the ideas given from these product life cycles. Okay, what are the different phases of the product life? Here it shows the 5 phases of the product life cycles. First is called as the product development, then introduction to the markets, then growth in the markets maturity, and last is called the decline or the withdrawal of the product from the existing market. These are the phases of the product life cycles. Okay, today we discuss one by one all these phases in details. Now first is called as the product development or early product planning phase. Okay, here is the graph shows the sales versus time graphs. Okay, any the sales in that first stage is called as the product development phase or product development stage of a given products. Generally this product development phase is also called as the pre-market phase. Okay, these overall the product life cycles consists of the 2 phases. First is called as the pre-market phase and second is called as the market phase. Okay, in that pre-market phase consists of R&D activity and the market study activity of a given product. All these 2 activities require the customers feedback or customers needs or customers requirements from the market. So we can study the market and then we go for the R&D of a given components, and then we start with the product for the customers. Okay, here is the one of the lines shows the sales lines, but this sales line goes to negative side, that's why it is called as the investment on a given product. Okay, what is mean by what it means? Generally this is the reverse sales, so this called as only you can invest of the given product for the development to the markets. Okay, so it is continuously increasing, so you can most of the money or most of the revenue or most of the money for the product development stages. Okay, it's called as a pre-market phase. Okay, what is the pre-market phase? This pre-market phase consists of near about the 8 steps. Generally first is called as idea generations, idea evaluations, feasibility analysis, technical R&D, product R&D, preliminary productions, market testing, and commercialize the productions. Here is the lines increasing decreasing towards this. Okay, this is called as a stage 1, steps 2, steps 3, steps 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8. Now then we can start the actual sales and your actual profit lines. Okay, that is called as the loss lines. Above this x-axis is called as the profit from the given product. So there is no profit from the product development, there is only investment on a given product for the customers. You can research for the customer's idea and to produce a product for the customers. So your products to sustain the next is the market phase. Here is the market phase. All the other phases consist in a market phase. Okay, now go to the stage 1 called as the introduction. Here is the product development is a primary phases. Then we start actually the sales in the introduction phase, but the sales rate is very slow. Slowly they can increasing in the market. Generally this is called as the market phase. Okay, so your product is not known to the customers. You use the different marketing strategies to sell the products. That's why the sales rate is very slowly. In again the profit in this introduction phase near about the loss. There is no profit from this introduction phase because your product is totally newer ones for the newer market. You can create a market for your products, then you can start the growth sell rates. Okay, and very small amount of profit generated maybe in an introduction phase. Okay, what are the challenges for this introduction phases? Okay, there are small challenges. First is called as there is no markets because your product is totally newer ones. There will be high cost, so you can produce a product with a very high cost. Losses or no profit. There is a purely loss when we start with the sales, then again the loss in the products. Okay, these are the challenges. What are the benefits of this stage? What are the benefits? The limited competitions. There is no competition because your product is totally newer ones. No one know your product. No one other manufacturer know the products. So you can take up advantages of this phase. Is there is limited competitions in the markets. Then with a high price, you can sell the very high rates of your products in an introduction phase because very small amount of quantity you can produce and the product is newer ones. Now go to the second stage is the growth stage. Okay, first is a product development, introductions. There is small amount of profit is generated in introduction phase. Now we start with the growth phase. Here we show the graph is continuously increasing very high rate. Okay, here is called as your sales rate is very high in a growth stage, as well as you can start the profit very high. You can high the sale, you can make a profit very high rates in the growth stage. Here is the your product comes under the growth. Most more the product is very much aware customers about the products, so they can purchase the product from the markets. Okay, what are the challenges of this growth stage? Increasing the competitions. The number of manufacturers produce the same types of components, they can produce the competitions of your products. Okay, lower prices. You can lowering the price for your products. That's why you can sell your sales goes on increasing, and different marketing approach are applied to sell out the products. Different advertising policies and promotion policies are introduced in the growth phase. That's why your products more sell in the markets. Okay, what are the benefits of this product growth phase? Costs are reduced, then greater consumer awareness. Your product is more aware about the customers, and increasing the profit are the benefits of the growth stage. What are the next stage is called as the third stage. Generally is the maturity stage. Okay, this is called as the maturity stage. What is shows this cell graph? Generally this graph shows continuously straight lines or horizontals. Okay, this phase is very long phase. You can sustain the markets, and you can there is no sales growth, but there is no decline in the sales directly in the maturity stage, because the customers knows your product and they purchase the product continuously for a long period of times. Now, what are the challenges for this maturity stage? First challenge is the sale volume peaks is a challenge. to increase the sales. How to increase the sales? We use the different strategies for the selling. Decreasing the market shares in this maturity stage. Maybe the challenge is the your market share goes on decreasing. Then profit starts decreases in the, okay, here is start the decreasing the profit in the maturity stage. What are the benefits for this maturity stage? Okay, continue reduction in the cost. You can continuously reduce your cost to attain these sales graphs. Otherwise your sales drastically towards the declines. So you can continuously reduce your cost, increase the market share through the differentiations activity to increase the market shares. This is called as the maturity stage. Most of the company adopt these product extension activity in the maturity stage to attain this continuation of these sales in the markets, to sustain the markets by using the different variations or variants launched in the maturity stage. So there is no need for the growth or introduction phases for this next variant. They can start the sales directly at these points. Okay, now next stage is called as the decline stage. That is called as the withdrawal stage. You can withdraw the component from the market due to the continuously decreasing the sales. So we can decrease sales, again we go for the loss, your profit again become a less or become a decreasing. Okay, so we can withdraw the product from the market. Here is we take a decision. Here in maturity we take a decision for the product variations to attain to maintain the market shares, and when the components continuously decline their sales, at that time this is called as a decline stage. So we can take a decision to withdraw the product from the markets. Here growth, where we use the different marketing policies are used, or cost policies for the given products from this growth phase, because there is a number of competitors are there. Here is the number of competitors again in the maturity phases, so we can use the different variations. Okay, these are the idea given from these three phases. Okay, now what are the challenges for this decline phase? Okay, what are the challenges? The market is in decline, falling sales and profits, products, maybe withdrawals are the challenges. And what are the benefits? Well, cheaper in the productions and the cheaper in the markets. We not use the special promotion for your products, but you still, your sales still goes on decline stage. Okay, now what are the examples of the product level? General today's scenario we see the different stage with the different products. Okay, in introduction, today we 3D TVs or 4K TVs are in introduction phases. Then Blu-ray disc or DVR comes under these growth phase. DVD disc comes under the maturity levels, and declines the video cassettes and the magnetic tapes. Audio tapes are under the decline, or generally they are wash out or withdrawn from the markets. Take an example of the Nokia mobile phones. These Nokia corporations from the Finland. Okay, they start their productions, start their product into the market in near about 1995 to 2002. What are the growth stage? There is the growth span of 2002 to 2009, and maturity with near about the 3 years they achieve the maturity, and they start the declines 2011. All of the knows these Nokia mobile phones, and there is the time durations for the Nokia mobile phone. Today there is no Nokia mobile phone is available in the markets directly. We can take the components. Here is the life cycle curve shows. Here is the directly standard curves of the Nokia mobile phones. Okay, they introduced with the concept phones, generally called as the basic phones, in the introduction phase. Then at the time of growth they introduced the E series mobile phones. These are again the basics, but advancement of the basic mobile phones. Then we take take the decision to start the smartphones like a Nokia Symbian or N series mobile phones in a maturity stage. And the last is the Nokia Windows comes under the decline, and now Nokia wash out or Nokia withdraw the Nokia Windows phones or Symbian phone from the markets. These are the short life cycles of the Nokia phones. Okay, here the graph shows the product extension. Here is the start of the new variants in the product. So we can maintain this, we can increase the maturity stage by using the product extensions. We take examples of the Maruti 800 vehicles. Okay, in the Maruti 800 vehicles, they start this Alto vehicles. This Alto is not called as a new product, but it is the product extension of the 800 vehicles. They can change small changes in the 800 vehicles. They can produce a Alto vehicle. Generally, this Alto vehicle is called as the product extension for the Maruti 800 vehicles. But they start directly in the maturity stage. When companies see that their product is good or decline phases, at that time they start the Alto vehicles, and now they increase the maturity phase. They increase the sellout by using these Maruti Alto 1000 vehicles. Then we again start with the next components or next product extension called as the 800 Alto 800. So that's why the company continuously running with the Maruti maturity stage. Okay, and then we go for this is the decision levels. We can take a decision for the product extension in the maturity phase. Okay, we can start with the maturity phase. We can increase the we can sustain the market, we can achieve the market shares by these product extensions. Okay, thank you for watching this video.